So how is it different? That's a great question. We've been doing Lady and the Champs for 7 or 8 years, and it's been a buzz about it, and we have high content. You have Tate, Patricia, Fripp, Mark Brown, Tim Gard's been added to the faculty, but this year is completely different, to quote Monty Python. This is the first time we're going to have 5 more world-class speakers with us, not just the main core, but 5 more, and it's remarkable how it all came together. If you're a speaker and you're serious, you need to surround yourself with world-class speakers. I love the Jim Rohn quote, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Well, if you think about that concept, one of the reasons this year, 2015 is so cool is we're doing it in the summer right after the Toastmasters convention. So we're doing it to almost give people a deep dive, that if you go to the Toastmasters convention, if you want to stick around for a couple more days, now you can go deeper with some of the keynote speakers from the convention. It's one thing to get 1 hour with somebody, but it's another thing to get 2 more days intense from world-class presenters. So we've also structured it different this year. In the past, traditionally, Lady and the Champs, we have some main stage sessions and 3 breakout sessions going on like a regular convention. But what we decided to do this year is to simplify it. That sometimes people weren't sure, well, should I go to this session or that session? Everything's going to be in one room. There's 13 world-class speakers. These are people who, any one of them gets 10,000 a speech. And then there's one guy, Scott McCain, who he's light years. His fee is huge. And I can't believe we got him to come to this. And it's really just through relationships. And Scott lives here in Vegas, so he's willing to do us a favor and swing by. But I have to tell you about Scott McCain. He is brilliant. You hear his voice and you're like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. But it's not just his voice, and it's not his experience, but his ability to get powerful, deep points across. He spoke at our NSA Las Vegas chapter just about a month or so ago, and I hadn't heard him in years, and I was blown away again. One concept that he had about creating this well that's so good that instead of and I'm doing a horrible job at trying to reproduce this, but it's a concept of how to keep people connected to you and in your business, and it's just brilliant. And I'm actually incorporating that idea, taking what I heard from him, listening, and actually making it a part of my business plan to make sure I'm doing this, because I see the urgency of it to grow any business. It's so hard these days to stay ahead of the game, never mind just keep up. There's so much changing with internet marketing and social media. But what's also really different this year is we're going to have one day, the first day, mostly focused on the skill, how to connect deeper with your audience. And day 2 is going to be more about the business, how to earn more doing it. So it's a very different structure, meaning one room, everything is in there. So you don't miss anything. You don't have to worry which session to go to. I mean, these are 13 of the best business and speaker coaches in the world. So I'm excited to sit and listen, never mind present. In fact, the fact that we have so many people like Mike Rayburn. If you've ever heard Mike Rayburn, he's amazing on the guitar. He's hysterical. You might have heard of on XM radio. But this year, we're going to let him talk. And he's going to teach about making that decision about being a virtuoso, being the best at whatever you do. Not just in speaking, but also in life. So that's going to be the opening session. And then this year too, we have Judy Carter. She's never spoken at Lady and the Champs. So we have Ladies and the Champs this year. If you haven't seen Judy, she's got a new book out called The Message of You. It's been out for a couple years actually, but it's brilliant. And it's one of the ones that I say, if you're a speaker and you're still figuring out your message, you must get this book. So that's going to be the second session after Mike Rayburn. We also have a headliner, was like Entertainer of the Year this year. His name is Jeff Civilico. He's brilliant. But when you hear his story, it's one thing to have talent. But being a headliner in Las Vegas, that's not enough to get yourself to have you become a headliner in Vegas. There's a lot of talented people around the world Jeff's incredibly talented, but he was an up-and-comer, and he was trying to make a name for himself. You will be inspired by his story on how he made it happen. It's no wonder he became successful. So I've asked him specifically to tell that story. I was blown away. It inspired me. And we're also going to take the whole audience and go to his show. So that's actually going to be part of the conference. His show is right at the Flamingo, another way we were able to get Jeff. And we've kept the cost super affordable. And the reason is, if people are there for the Toastmasters convention, we understand there's a big expenditure, not only for the hotel, but for the trip. But if you're coming from around the world, or if you know someone coming from around the world convention, please let them know about this special event. So they plan a couple extra days to go deeper dive with the keynote speakers, not only from the Toastmasters convention, Patricia, me, Tim Gard, and Judy Carter, but also Mark Brown. I mean, Mark's brilliant and masterful. We also have Ford Saeks. If you don't know Ford, he and his company, he's on the business side, and they built some of the best websites in the business for some of the big clients. And we're also going to have a gentleman there who's a meeting planner. And William is such a good guy, smart, and William was willing to stop by and sit in and do a session for us where, I don't know about you, but I love Shark Tank, one of my favorite shows ever. And we're going to do like Speaker Tank, where we're going to have some speakers come up from the audience and pitch their business to William in a panel, and you'll hear their insights and what they look for, what's important, what isn't important. But you only have a few seconds to grab people's attention, especially event planners, because there's a lot they can choose from. So learn how they choose. Learn what's important. Do you have it on your website? Is it in your demo video? Patricia is going to be talking about your opening, your first 30 seconds. You know, sometimes you talk about your first 10 minutes, is it good? But she's going to talk about your first 30 seconds and how crucial that is. You create that connection, then you can take the audience anywhere you want to go. We're also going to have Ford in a panel sit down, and we're going to review websites live, and that is insightful. We'll actually ask our event planner, William, and a few other people to actually, what do you see when you look at the website? We'll critique some of the people there if you're willing to have us look at your site and rip it apart, but not for negative or humor, even though it might be fun and entertaining. But look, there are customers out there looking at your website, and you may never even know them. But wouldn't you rather fix the mistakes that you have? Fix those key things that send an event planner to the next site. Fix them so you can get more business. So we also have Mark LeBlanc, small business specialist. He's got an amazing book. If you haven't read that, highly recommend it, where he's just brilliant, because it is a business, and being on stage, being good is one thing, but running your business is really the difference between making it and not making it. What you do off stage determines if you get on stage. If you're not going to be there, please pass this on to somebody else, because I really think this is going to be a game changer for everyone. In fact, that's what Tim Gard's going to be talking about, is changing the game. We know that it's hard to stand out in a crowded marketplace. So how do you change the game? So join us I'm so looking forward to Speaker Tank and the hot seats for websites, because it's so much fun, but I learned so much. So to have this cast of characters together is amazing. And they all have that intention of helping you get where you want to go. I guarantee you walk away with some ideas. Even if it's one idea from each presenter, you're going to get 10 times the value that you invest in this. And the early bird special ends July 31st. So if you haven't signed up and thinking about it, do it before July 31st so you can save. But I do hope you join us in Las Vegas for Lady and the Champs Summer 2015. Join us.